Come on.
If you're interested in promoting your brand, business, or talent right before each video that we do here on Hip Hop News Uncensored, email us right now at advertise@hiphopun.com. That's advertise@hiphopun.com. Get your brand, get your business, get your talent in front of millions of people right now. Email advertise@hiphopun.com. All right, by now you guys have probably heard the news that Gunna was actually in court today and he was denied bond. Well, more information came out. One, about Gunna's alleged involvement in Young Thug's organization, and they got more information about the lyrics that are going to be used against him. And I got them for you today. But first, let's start off with today. Gunna, who tried to get bail bond, they pretty much denied that today, and they set another hearing for 2023, January 2023. So moving forward, man, things are heating up. Things are heating up. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of twists and turns, like a roller coaster ride with this whole thing. And we're going to keep you guys updated the whole way through this situation. So they're pretty much coming out saying today, right, that Gunna wasn't only in this organization, but he was the shot caller. The person who would say, look, all right, you go do this to this one. You go enact violence on this one. You do this one to this one. This is what they're saying. This is all alleged. It's not what I'm saying. This is what the prosecution is bringing and trying to, take them down with. Now, I want to play a little excerpt from court today where they actually talk about the lyrics that they used and the fact that they say that Young Thug and Gunna and YSL would actually have snipers following them. And the district attorney talks about an instance where they actually arrested those snipers following Young Thug. Roll tape, stick around. I'll be back on the back end with my commentary.
He is indicted, if you will, in count one with Mr. Williams for having a stolen weapon, and I believe it's 4 counts of different drugs for possession with intent. Mr. Sadow referenced that Mr. Kitchens is a rap star. I believe Mr. Williams is as well. In the songs they sing, they talk about being followed in their gang persona by snipers. They're always followed by snipers. I believe it was Brookhaven Police Department, Your Honor, made a traffic stop. 2 cars right next to each other, one in tow, were stopped in Brookhaven, DeKalb County, doing approximately 25 miles an hour over the speed limit. Mr. Williams and Mr. Kitchens were in the first car. There were 4 members in that car, all stating they worked for Mr. Williams, and they were all heavily armed. They were arrested for those weapons, Judge. Now, Judge, Mr. Kitchens is not just an associate of YSL. He is actually in a command structure. He is one of the bosses. Now, he is not the boss. Our belief and our evidence will post that Mr. Williams is the boss of YSL. But Mr. Kitchens is in a command position, Judge.
So you guys were able to hear it from the horse's mouth. Like, they're sitting back and listening to these lyrics, and they're finding out whether or not these guys are living what they're talking about. And if they find an instance where they can connect the dots, they are connecting the dots with these rappers' lyrics, like right in front of our eyes. They've been doing it before, but I think this should be an exercise in futility for people who think that it's a myth. Like, they're telling you, they're showing you, all right, look, we said, they said this in the song. And look, this is a situation where we actually arrested them and found this is what they're really doing. Like, and they intend to bring a strong case, obviously, to show that this was a criminal organization that enacted violence, that, pretty much ran with an iron fist as tyrants through the state of Georgia. That's what they're trying to bring. Now, what can the other side do? The other side, they're going to have to try to do something similar to kind of like the AR Rap situation, where it's a record label, which it is. I mean, obviously, he's a rapper, one of the most successful rappers out there. He's going to have staff. He's going to have security. He's going to have different things where it may be misconstrued like it's a gang, but maybe it's just some of his friends, you know what I mean, that grew up with him and now he was loyal to. And yeah, they did a couple things in the street, but he didn't really do nothing in the street. They just happened to be his friends that he didn't want to let go of, right? And yeah, YSL, it was never a gang organization. No, it was just a record label where he paid so and so to do this to do this. He was an engineer, he was a producer, he swept the floor, whatever. There will be a defense. So I don't want people to get caught up in the prosecution. You're going to hear all of that now. See, the defense, you got to kind of sit back, right? And you're getting hit with all these body shots and you can't respond in the media like the prosecution. Remember, the prosecution, right, and the judge and all of them, right, they're going to smear his name through the meter. They're going to smear this thing through the meter. They're going to make them look like monsters. The defense can't do that. The defense has to wait until court. They have to wait to discovery. They have to wait to motions and, really things like that to really shine. So it's going to look one-sided this whole time. Like, oh, yeah, they burying them and it ain't looking good for them. Those guys are done. Okay, I get it. But you have the other side, and best believe, even though I don't think it will ever be fair, they will have their time to be heard. And the jury will have its time to hear. And you have to say something to the influence that Young Thug and even Gunner has had on maybe some of the people in the jury. Maybe they could be fans. Maybe their kids are fans. And, it's a whole bunch of different elements here that we're not taking into account. We ain't talking about some Tom, Dick, and Harry on the street that was allegedly doing something. We're talking about multi-millionaire superstar rappers. They have a defense. A great lawyer is going to be able to put up a great defense. Doesn't mean they're going to win. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. I'm not damn sure ain't sitting on no jury, right? You never know, though. You never know. So you got to fight. And like I said, it's going to look one-sided. It's going to look lopsided for a long, long time because the defense is not going to come out and put this out and put that out and say, oh, no, that person was a liar because they can't do that. That has to be done through the court of law. So don't be swayed. We have to report this stuff, obviously, because, that's what's out there. But I'm just saying, we're going to keep you guys, we're going to give it to you guys the right way here on Hip Hop News Uncensored, man. But I definitely appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you share this video, bro. Go ahead, share the video, insist, right? Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook. Make sure you smash that, smash that like button before we get up out of here, man. And you already know what it is, man. Hip Hop News Uncensored is the vibe. So subscribe. The website is hiphopun.com. That's hiphop, the letter UN.com for all your latest hip hop news. Peace.